enforcement will come to order. The purpose of this hearing is to allow members to examine the travel patterns of individuals linked to foreign terrorist organizations and how these individuals make their way to our nation's borders. I now recognize myself for an opening statement. Good morning and welcome to this joint hearing. It's no secret that our nation is in the midst of a dire crisis at our nation's borders. Over the last 4 years, a record number of migrants from across the globe have descended on our borders and created security challenges our nation has never experienced. Specifically, border encounters in the Biden administration have surpassed 10.1 million illegal aliens encountered nationwide, with over 8.2 million encountered along the southwest border. These are only the number of individuals encountered at one of our borders. Experts estimate that nearly 2 million individuals have evaded arrest by CBP officials and are known to be gotaways. The most glaring statistic that alarms me and this subcommittee, the two subcommittees that are here, is that 382 individuals whose names appear on the terror watch list were stopped trying to cross the U.S.-Mexico border illegally between ports of entry from fiscal year 2021 to date. This is compared to the 11 individuals apprehended between 2017 and 2020, 11. If we know that nearly 2 million individuals are considered gotaways, how many of these individuals also appear on the terror watch list? We're not only discussing and debating this issue here at home. In March, I led a bipartisan congressional delegation trip to North Africa and Middle East. We heard from a variety of our foreign partners and entities within the United States government on this topic. One issue that alarmed all of us on this trip was the nature in which foreign terrorist networks are utilizing criminal smuggling networks to help facilitate their travel from the Middle East and Central Asia to the Western Hemisphere. These elaborate smuggling operations are utilizing both commercial and private means to coordinate this travel. This smuggling network was also highlighted in Director Wray's testimony during the Senate Intelligence Committee's annual Worldwide Threats Assessment hearing. Specifically, he stated, and I quote, "There is a particular network where some of the overseas facilitators of the smuggling network have ISIS ties that we're very concerned about, and that we've been spending an enormous amount of time with our partners to investigate," end quote. His acknowledgement of this threat shows the gravity and seriousness of the threat, which is why we are here today. Today's hearing will examine irregular migration trends and the travel patterns that have been utilized by individuals who appear on the terror watch list. Initially, we requested the Department of Homeland Security to participate in today's conversation, but our requests were rejected by the department. For a department that was born out of the aftermath of 9/11, it is deeply disturbing that they will not come to this committee to discuss terror threats to the United States and how this administration's policies have created the threat environment that every American is now living under. I do not know why DHS has refused to participate today and provide answers to the American public. However, my best guess is that the Biden-Harris administration is attempting to hide from the public and not take accountability for their policy failures. I have full faith that the American people are smarter than this and that accountability for this administration's failures will be upheld. Thankfully, we do have a distinguished panel here today that can share their expertise and experiences in their respective roles. I know that they will provide valuable testimony to help answer the questions that the Biden-Harris administration refuses to answer. With that, I yield back. I'd now like to recognize the ranking member of the Counterterrorism, Law Enforcement, and Intelligence Subcommittee, the gentleman from Rhode Island, Mr. Magaziner, for his opening statement.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.